friend, and this video again we are just going to try to create another inheritance example so that our ideas about the inheritance in Kotlin becomes a little more clearer. So here I am going to take the example of a class. So suppose that first let me make it open. Suppose I have a class and that is student, and this class is going to take some basic info like name, which is of type string, and then role, which is of type int, and then mobile, which is of type, I take it as a string because 10-digit numbers can be stored in the string in a better way. So this is okay. Here it goes like this. Okay, now I need three basic variables: private, name, and I call it as string, and then I put name. So just to avoid some discrepancies, I just name it, making this name as nm, and rl, and the mob. Okay, so the name, private name string equal to name. Okay, then I go for private, this var is missing, private var role, and which is of type int equal to rl, and then I go for private var mobile, and this I'm going to make it as int string. So string equals mob. Okay, and here it should be nm. Yes, now fine. And there just I make one function whose job is to show the information. So public, fun show, and this will just print ln. Now name dollar name. Okay, and then here mobile, that is mobile, and here I'll use a role, and here I will use a word roll number. Okay, that's it. Now I create a class called as marks, and this class will inherit the student class. Okay, now the class marks will take string name, then we write name as string, and then role as int, and then mob as int, and then I take 3 marks. So m1 as int, m2 as int, and m3 also as int. So yes, now since the student, here you see it needs the name, roll number, and the string, that is mobile. So the name, role and the mobile I pass to parent class. Name gone, role gone. It should be in the same order: name, role and mobile, and then mob. Okay, and then this mob int. Okay, the problem is that the here I have written mob as integer, but there I have declared it as a string. Now fine. So then for marks I need three values here. So I write private var maths, and this is a subject where equals m1. So this is the marks of the math, and since I have named it as m1 m2, I can use this idea. So here I can write language, this is also a subject, and that is 2, and then third I can use as science. Okay, so m3 is the marks in science. Now I declare one variable private var average. Okay, so average, and this will be int, or this can be double, and instead of first here I make it as 0, and then I take one more private var, and this is grades. So there I take the var as char, and for example I just put x is not any grade, so just by default this is my value, and here it should be 0.0. So there, then I start my init, because here now there you see I did not write the init function, so init is required, and if init is there then only you can better use name as nm. This is a constructor, and then role equal rl, and then mobile equal mob, and here I can write this as null. Here I can write it as null cannot be the value of a non-null type string. Okay, then I can put just a dash there, is no problem with that. And this is the roll number, so by default I can put 0, and here also this is a string, so I put a dash, because here it will be initialized. This is just trying to keep it occupied. So here this init function is done. Now here also I need my init function. Okay, so inside this init function I will use math equal to m1. So here I should have 0, then here language equal to m2, then here should I have 0. Here also we need a 0, and this is science equals m3, and then I'll calculate my average, and then I'll, based on that average, I'll initialize this average and this. So I use my function calculate, and this function what will do that the average equals M1 or math plus language plus physics or science divided by 3, and since it follows the BODMAS rule properly, I better write this in bracket and then here this closing bracket, and then I convert this into 2 double, because so 2 starting bracket here, 2 double. So the average has been initialized, and there I'll write if average is greater than 90, make the grade as O. This is extraordinary grades, so this should be grade. So grade has become O. Else if average is less than 90, make it equal also, less than or equal to 90, and average is greater than 80, then we set the grade as A, and for other cases grade will be just B. So this one is done. Now I am going to define a function show, and there we'll discuss about a thing called show function, and this is method overriding. Like here you see that in our open class student already I have defined a function show, and then the job of the show function, as its name suggests, is to display the name, mobile and role. So here also I want the show to display all these things, so I simply try to copy, and then there you will understand that how this one, now you see. So this is saying that the show hides the members of the super type student and needs a override modifier. Override modifier means in inheritance, when a child class inherits a parent class, and then if the child class tries to redefine the function of a parent class, this is called method overriding. Means you are defining a function which is already been defined, and that's why you have to use this modifier. So now here you see that I have used the modifier override fun show. Again a red line is there, makes the student show open. Okay, so here also you have to make the students show open, because you are overriding it. The way I have made open means this class, student class, is open for inheritance. Same way the open fun show means the function show is open for overriding. So you can override this function. So now here, now you see that I'm getting the name, because the name is private and I cannot use it here. So it suggests that if you have made this one as private, then you can make it public. Means from here it can be accessed. But there is a problem that if I make it public, then I will have to use it can that these three, like suppose if I make the name, mobile and the role as public, then these three variables, which are the very prominent properties of the class, can be accessed from outside because they will become public. So for now in this video I am just not doing this show function, I will use another function. In the next video, we'll discuss about that in detail, why that causes trouble. So I just give it a name as display. So, and these three lines, like suppose if I call the show function here, so show function will display the name and all those things, and this function will display the other important thing like average, or you can say marks in mathematics, language, and science, and then I print it two more times, one for grade and one for average. This is grade, then this will become math, this will become language, this will become science, this will become average, and this will become grades. So now I go and create the main function. So fun main, then what is this, the class is marks, so I'll create object for the marks, so equal to marks, and then I have to pass the name. This is the name, roll number is 21, and then the string there is 90909090. This is a mobile number, and then I have to enter 3 marks, so 90, 91 and 71. So this is okay. What is the problem here? Okay, so string should be written in double quotes. Okay, no problem. Here I need to write val I can write var also if you want to write var equal to this, and then with the help of var, with the help of I will call first calculate method and then dot display, and this is done. So let me run the code. And but the interesting part is keep in your head that about that overriding means why to redefine and what is the use of. Then we'll discuss about the abstract methods and abstract class. So here this is working. In the next video we'll discuss about method overriding and its pros and cons. Thank you very much. Just subscribe to our channel and have a very nice